Water pollution is a major issue in our world right now. Whether this be dumping paints down the sink, doing extra laundry loads, overusing fossil fuels, washing cars, using pesticides or detergents, and not properly treating sewage, there is a wide variety of areas where humans have produced pollution.
Pesticides and oils can kill off sea creatures, which can cause species to go extinct and life to die off. The increased usage of fertilizer means more nutrients in water for plants to flourish. When the plant decomposes the bacteria, it uses oxygen in water. This leaves sea creatures and other living things in the water a limited amount of oxygen, not enough for them to survive.
Rains, pollutants can seep into bodies of water. The pollutants can enter underground systems. With farming sprays that are put on crops, remaining nitrogen mixes with poisons to enter the water supply and contaminates it. This is an important issue because it doesn't just affect our marine life or oceans, it affects all humans and continents as well.
It leads to less fresh water and hazards to human health. Our drinking water can more easily become dangerous than sanitary to drink. Earth's surface is consumed over 70% by water, and the way the future is looking, the amount of this that remains clean is becoming scarcer and scarcer. It is necessary to human survival, which makes it scary to know that it may not be accessible for future generations.
The scarcity of wildlife affects the human food chain. We are left with little seafood to eat, which provides many people with nutrients. By 2040, it's estimated that all coral reefs will disappear.
Humans' vulnerability to toxins will increase. This can cause cancer and heart disease. Pollution can cause many other illnesses that can keep employees from the workplace or children from school.
One way we can prevent the increase and remain stable with our pollution buildup is by decreasing our usage of fossil fuels, by using other methods to gain electricity such as dams and solar energy. BC is already aware and addressing the problems. In other developing countries, using oil, coal, and natural gas may be the only way with the technology they have at hand. They may be living in what was our country 50 years ago. Countries such as India and China have lots of pollution built up which can cause a foggy atmosphere.
Instead of the usual vibrant blue color we see in pictures, reality is that our oceans are turning black and covered in pollutants.
Did you know that 14 billion pounds of garbage is dumped into the oceans a year, with plastic being the main percentage of this? Furthermore, 15 million children under the age of 5 die from not having access to clean water every year. They are unable to grow a life and contribute themselves to our world. What they have to offer will never be known.
This can easily be prevented if the effort is put in. At one point, humans didn't even think that pollution would ever become a problem, as our oceans are massive. But when the Industrial Revolution took place, and as our population continues to grow, we have proved that it is possible. And that is not a thing to be proud of.
If we keep our Earth clean, we can prevent all these disasters caused by water pollution. Some people decide not to take part in this change for financial reasons or for little understanding or misunderstanding the facts. Things as simple as buying organic food can make a difference. This can avoid producers to have a high demand for using pesticides on our fruits and vegetables.
Plant-based cleaners can ensure that no harmful chemicals are being used in your household and possibly dumped down a drain. You can even just be more aware of the shampoos and conditioners and hand soaps you use, keeping in mind the effects it could have on the environment.
Furthermore, we should be more cautious when boating and fishing. It is important to keep some marine life in the oceans to flourish. Also, the gas from boats can seep into bodies of water and not be safe for the animals inside or humans who drink from that water.
Even washing your car on grass can prevent the soaps to spill into storm drains and from there into lakes and rivers.
Water pollution, of course, affects the hydrosphere. It is being filled with chemicals or waste to reduce its accessibility and cleanliness. This relates to the biosphere, as the marine life in the oceans are not having a safe place to live, and as a result, some are nearing extinction. Their bodies are not able to handle the chemicals.
The water can be released into the atmosphere when it's warm outside, and if it has many chemicals within it, this can be dangerous. If living things unknowingly breathe in all these chemicals, it could have negative effects. Vegetation can also be affected. Acid rain sinks into the soil, making it unable to grow plants and overall affect the geosphere.
When sewage escapes into bodies of water, microorganisms decay the sewage, and this process takes a lot of oxygen out of the ocean for their aerobic respiration. That is when cellular energy is made and requires oxygen to do this. The food is broken down in the mitochondria before proceeding into a long process. This leaves sea life with less oxygen to flourish and in some cases not suitable for survival.
Elements such as toxic metals like lead and mercury are released into oceans.
Keeping up with this trend can cause for our food chain to fail, numerous more lives to be put at risk, and affect our clean drinking water, which we need in order for human survival. Water pollution is taking away things such as food, water, lives, and peace, some of which are basic human needs whom everybody needs access to. More laws need to be set and enforced in countries around the world.
More than 1 billion people worldwide don't have access to clean drinking water. Around 46% of the lakes in America are extremely polluted, making it dangerous for swimming, fishing, and aquatic life. The garbage dumped in the ocean every year is around 14 billion pounds. Plastic makes up most of that. If we do nothing, these numbers will increase. But if we take action now, we can make a better future. Will you be part of the solution or the problem?